The night sky over the Tokyo Dome shimmered with flashes of camera lights, echoing the roar of tens of thousands of fans who had just witnessed another classic in the SMBC Japan Series 2025. It was Game 4, and the stakes had never been higher. The team that emerged victorious tonight didn't just even the series, they sent a powerful message about heart, preparation, and resilience. Inside the press room, the winning manager walked in with calm composure, but behind that steady gaze was the weight of years of hard-earned experience. The atmosphere shifted instantly. Reporters leaned forward, microphones clicked on, and the scent of triumph hung in the air. Everyone wanted to hear what this moment meant, not just to the team, but to a manager who had been questioned, doubted, and finally vindicated. He began by acknowledging the fans. They were the extra player tonight, he said, his voice steady but emotional. We felt their energy in every inning, every pitch. This victory belongs as much to them as it does to us. It was a statement that resonated deeply. After all, the Japan Series is not only a battle between two teams, it's a reflection of dedication from players, coaches, and supporters alike. When asked about his pitching strategy, the manager smiled knowingly. Our bullpen has been under a lot of pressure, he admitted. But tonight, I trusted my instincts. We made a tough call early, pulling the starter after just 3 innings, and it paid off. Sometimes, you don't manage the game, you manage the moment. Those words echoed like a mantra for every coach who has ever made a gutsy call in a big game. The turning point came in the 6th inning. With runners on second and third and the team trailing by a run, a crucial pinch hit single flipped the entire momentum. The manager described that moment with quiet pride. We had practiced that scenario countless times. We knew the pitcher's pattern. It wasn't luck, it was preparation meeting opportunity. His attention to detail had once again proven to be the team's greatest weapon. He spoke candidly about the challenges leading up to the series. We've had injuries, lineup changes, and setbacks, he said. But we never lost belief. This group of players doesn't know how to quit. His words weren't rehearsed, they carried the weight of truth, forged through long nights of planning and countless meetings in the locker room. As he continued, he emphasized the importance of leadership and communication. A team only functions when every player knows their role. Tonight, every single man on that field understood his purpose. That's what makes baseball beautiful, it's a collective rhythm of trust. The reporters pressed him about his team's defensive discipline, which had saved multiple runs tonight. Defense wins championships, he replied without hesitation. We don't just train to react, we train to anticipate. That's the difference between good and great. One journalist asked if he had envisioned this kind of victory when the season began. The manager chuckled softly. If I told you yes, I'd be lying. You can't script baseball. All you can do is build a culture where players believe anything is possible. That's what we've done. The mention of belief brought him to his veteran players. They are the backbone of this club, he said firmly. They've been through heartbreaks, near misses, and hard seasons. But they stayed. They kept teaching the younger guys what it means to wear this uniform. His admiration for his players was visible in every word. The press conference turned emotional when someone mentioned the team's late-season comeback. There were times, he admitted, when we didn't know if we'd even make the series. But these guys refused to surrender. They believed in the work, the process, and in each other. When asked about the star rookie who delivered a key double in the 8th inning, the manager's eyes lit up. That kid, he said proudly, has nerves of steel. I told him before the at-bat, don't try to be a hero, just do what you've done all year. And he did exactly that. Moments like this define a career. A question came about his message to the team before the game. He paused for a moment, reflecting. I told them one thing. Don't think about the result. Play for the moment, play for the man next to you. When you focus on the scoreboard, you lose focus on the game. They stayed present, and that's why we won. The conversation shifted to the rival team's strength. He didn't hesitate to show respect. They're an incredible ball club, he said sincerely. We know how dangerous they can be. Every pitch against them feels like a test. But that's what makes this series special. Every game is a battle of minds as much as talent. He discussed his coaching staff, giving them much of the credit. I may be the one standing here, but it's a team effort behind the scenes. My coaches analyze data until dawn, they find small adjustments that make huge differences. Tonight's victory belongs to them too. One of the most intriguing parts of the interview came when he spoke about pressure. Pressure is a privilege, he said. It means people expect something from you. I remind my players that nerves are just a sign that you care. His calm perspective showed why he had earned his reputation as a master motivator. Asked about how he managed to keep morale high after early losses in the series, he explained, "We never talk about losing. We talk about learning. Every defeat is a teacher. After Game 2, we didn't sulk, we studied. And the results showed tonight." The conversation naturally turned to the upcoming Game 5. His expression remained composed but determined. "We're not celebrating too much," he said. "This is just one step. The series doesn't end here. Tomorrow, we reset, refocus, and get ready for another fight." He described how he planned to prepare his team overnight. "It's about recovery, both mental and physical," he said. "We'll review footage, but more importantly, we'll remind the players why they're here, to enjoy the game they love." A moment of laughter broke the tension when a reporter joked about his superstition. "Do I have one?" He grinned. "Maybe. Let's just say I don't change my cap after a win." The room filled with chuckles, a rare glimpse of levity from a man usually defined by discipline. Then came a heartfelt question: what this win personally meant to him. The manager grew quiet. "It means validation," he said slowly. "Not for me, but for every person who's believed in our vision. We've been criticized, doubted, but we stayed true to our identity. Tonight proved that was worth it." He reflected on the journey since his appointment as manager. "When I took this job, I promised the fans we'd build something lasting. That meant patience. Building culture takes time. This win shows we're on the right path." He praised the fans again, noting their unwavering support through ups and downs. "Even when we were down 2 games, they never lost faith. When the crowd stands behind you like that, you find strength you didn't know you had." As the questions continued, he revealed his gratitude toward his family. "My wife and kids sacrifice a lot for me to do this job," he said softly. "They're the ones who see the sleepless nights, the frustration, the obsession with every pitch. I owe them this moment." He also credited the front office for trusting his methods. "They gave me freedom," he explained. "Freedom to build the roster, to develop young players, to take risks. That trust means everything to a manager." As the press conference neared its end, he was asked about legacy. "Legacy isn't built in one game," he said firmly. "It's built in consistency, in how you treat people, how you handle adversity. If we keep playing like this, with heart and unity, that's legacy enough." He revisited one final theme: humility. "Baseball humbles you," he said with a reflective smile. "One night you're the hero, the next night you're the headline for all the wrong reasons. The key is to stay balanced, stay grateful." Before leaving, he left a message for the younger generation of players watching. "Work harder than anyone, respect the game, and remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, again and again, no matter the result." As he stood up, applause filled the room. Even the reporters, hardened by years of covering the sport, couldn't help but respect the authenticity in his tone. This wasn't a man chasing glory, he was building something far deeper. When he walked out, the hallway erupted in cheers from staff and players. It was a victory that went beyond the scoreboard, it was a statement of purpose. Game 4 of the 2025 Japan series would be remembered not just for the score, but for the philosophy that fueled it. Outside the stadium, fans chanted his name, holding banners and flags high into the Tokyo night. The streets buzzed with celebration, but the manager was already thinking ahead, to the next battle, the next challenge, the next opportunity to prove that excellence is a habit, not a moment. In baseball, as in life, the great ones never settle. And tonight, the winning manager of Game 4 had reminded everyone exactly why this beautiful game continues to inspire millions, because it's a story of perseverance, courage, and the relentless pursuit of greatness.